Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive. We're going to be tackling a topic that I know a lot of you have been super curious about. AI jobs. You sent in a ton of great articles and resources, and wow. Let me tell you, this field is absolutely exploding right now.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
So we're going to be breaking down all this information. Think of this as your cheat sheet for navigating this really exciting career landscape. We'll be talking about the hottest AI roles, what kinds of skills you need, and what the demand looks like for each of them. And before we jump into that, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure, I've spent the last decade working in the field of artificial intelligence. I've seen firsthand how AI has evolved. And more importantly, I've seen how it's impacting pretty much every industry you can think of.
That's what's so fascinating about this, right? It's not just a tech thing anymore.
Definitely not. We're seeing AI transforming healthcare, finance, retail. I mean, you name it.
Okay, so let's dive right into these top 10 AI roles that we pulled from your research. The first one that really jumped out at me was the AI engineer. Now, when I hear AI engineer, I immediately picture, the person behind self-driving cars. Is that a fair assessment?
Absolutely. AI engineers are like the masterminds behind all of those really complex AI systems. So yeah, things like self-driving cars are a great example.
So they're the ones designing the algorithms.
Exactly. They're designing those algorithms that allow cars to basically see what's around them, make split-second decisions in real time, and of course, navigate through traffic.
Oh,
And all of that requires a really deep understanding of, things like computer vision, deep learning, and those essential programming languages like Python, C++,
so
K.
it's not just about building a robot, it's about making it think.
Yeah, exactly.
I was reading an article in the New York Post, and they were saying that the demand for AI engineers is like skyrocketing. But with so many people jumping into this field, is it getting too crowded?
That's a really valid concern. And while the demand is absolutely through the roof right now, the competition is definitely increasing as well. So what does that mean? It means those with specialized skills and a really strong portfolio, they're the ones who are going to stand out.
That makes a lot of sense. All right, speaking of brains, next up on our list is the machine learning engineer.
Mm,
It kind of sounds like they're the ones who are behind, like, the magic that allows machines to actually learn, right?
yeah, exactly. You can think of it like this. AI engineers build those overall AI systems. The machine learning engineers, they're the ones who are focused on developing the brains of those systems. So they're working with the algorithms that allow those machines to learn from data.
And I know we hear about these algorithms all the time, but can you give me an example of, like, what those algorithms can actually do?
Sure. In healthcare, for instance, machine learning engineers are the ones who are developing these really powerful algorithms that can actually analyze medical images, like way faster and more accurately than humans can, so they can detect diseases much earlier. And that's just one example. I mean, this role is seriously impacting so many different fields. It's really quite impressive.
It's incredible. And, COURSERA mentioned that there is a really consistent demand for machine learning engineers across basically every industry.
Pretty much, yeah.
It seems like no matter what you're interested in, there's probably some AI application for it, right?
Yeah.
Which brings us to those data detectives, the data scientists.
Oh, yeah. They're the ones who are uncovering those hidden patterns and insights within, tons and tons of data. So they help organizations make better decisions by, going through those massive data sets.
So instead of fingerprints and clues, they have spreadsheets and algorithms.
Exactly. And they're using really cool tools like data visualization software and all sorts of statistical modeling. And, as organizations are becoming more and more data driven, that need for those skilled data scientists is just going to keep increasing.
Now, for those who are really pushing the boundaries of knowledge, we have the AI research scientist. They sound like the explorers of the AI world.
That's a great way to put it. AI research scientists are really at the forefront of everything. They're developing those cutting-edge algorithms and technologies that are going to shape the future of AI. So, they're really delving into the theoretical foundations of AI, exploring new approaches to machine learning, natural language processing, all that good stuff.
So they're the ones coming up with those mind-blowing ideas that we're going to see in like 5 or 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
What kind of background does someone need to get into that kind of a role?
So you definitely need a strong research background. You need deep knowledge of machine learning and neural networks. And probably most importantly, you need that ability to think outside the box.
Oh, for sure.
It's definitely a demanding role. But, for those who are really passionate about pushing the limits of AI, it's incredibly rewarding.
We've talked about building the tech, but what about actually bringing it to life.
Mm.
That's where the AI product manager comes in, right?
Right. Yeah, that's right. They are kind of the bridge between that really technical development and real-world applications. They need to understand the technical capabilities of AI, but also, you know, the needs of the market.
Yeah.
They're the ones who are translating those complex concepts into user-friendly products.
So it's a blend of like tech knowledge and business savvy.
Absolutely.
And they have to keep the user in mind at all times.
Oh, for sure. And as more and more AI-driven products become available, the demand for those AI product managers is, I mean, it's on the rise big time. They're the ones making sure that these products are innovative, but also really useful and user-friendly.
Speaking of understanding needs, let's talk about the AI consultant. It sounds like they're the ones helping businesses navigate the world of AI.
Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. AI consultants are like advisors. They guide organizations on how to best integrate, all of those amazing AI solutions into what they're already doing.
So they have to really understand the company's goals and then be able to recommend AI tools and strategies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, communication skills are key here. They need to be able to explain these really complex concepts in a way that anyone can understand.
Right.
So, yeah, communication is really important, as is problem solving. They need to be able to analyze a problem, identify the right AI solutions, and then clearly explain their recommendations to the company.
So it's almost like being a translator between the world of AI and the world of, regular business.
Yeah, it's a good analogy.
Now, for the big picture role, we have the Chief AI Officer, or the CAIO. They sound like the captain steering the whole AI ship.
That's a great way to think about it. The CIO is responsible for, well, everything, the organization's entire AI strategy. So they need to have extensive experience in AI, of course, but they also need really strong leadership and strategic planning skills.
So they not only understand the technology, but they also know how to use it to achieve business goals.
Exactly. And on top of that, they need to be able to communicate that vision to the entire organization. They've got to make sure everyone's on board. It's a high-level role that just highlights how strategically important AI has become.
It's amazing. Now, with great power comes great responsibility,
Right. Yeah.
And that's where the AI ethics specialist comes in, I think.
Absolutely. The AI ethics specialist focuses on making sure that AI is developed and used responsibly. They're considering all the potential ethical implications of those AI systems and working to make sure there aren't any risks.
So it's not just about what AI can do, but what it should do.
Precisely. So they might be asking questions like, is this AI system fair and unbiased? Or could this system be used in ways that could potentially harm individuals or even society as a whole? They're like the guardians of responsible AI development.
It's really interesting. Now, we've covered the brains, the ethics, but what about keeping those AI systems up and running? That's where the AI operations specialist steps in, right?
Yeah, you can think of them as the maintenance crew. They're making sure that everything's running smoothly. So they manage the deployment, the monitoring, the maintenance of AI systems. So they need expertise in like IT operations, a good understanding of AI models, and then skills in system integration as well.
So they're the ones who keep the AI engine humming.
Exactly. And as companies rely more heavily on AI, the need for these AI operations specialists is, I mean, it's rising incredibly rapidly. Without them, those AI systems just wouldn't be able to deliver, the value that they're designed to do.
Last but certainly not least, we have the AI trainer, or sometimes you hear them called the annotator. What exactly are they training AI to do?
They're the ones who are working behind the scenes, kind of like the unsung heroes, and they're preparing all of the data that basically fuels AI's learning process. So they're labeling data, annotating it. They're essentially teaching their AI system how to understand and interpret the information.
Also, it's like teaching a child to read.
It's a great analogy. The quality of the data directly impacts how well the AI system performs. So these AI trainers play a really critical role in ensuring that the AI has that accurate and reliable information to actually learn from.
Wow, I mean, we've really covered a lot, 10 fascinating roles. Each one has its own unique skill set, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What stood out to you the most?
Honestly, for me, it's just incredible to see the sheer diversity of opportunities that are available right now in the AI job market. I mean, and this is just a snapshot. It's just what's out there today.
Mm.
As AI continues to evolve, we're going to see even more new roles and specializations emerge, I think.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree. And, we've explored the what of AI jobs today, the different roles, the required skills, and what the demand looks like. But as you continue to research and explore this on your own, really think about the why. What are the underlying motivations and goals that are driving this field forward? What problems are we trying to solve with AI? That's something I really want you to kind of ponder as you dive even deeper into this amazing world of AI. Who knows, maybe you'll be the one creating the next groundbreaking AI job.
OAB.
Thanks for listening, everyone, and we'll catch you next time on another deep dive.
See you then.